we go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Hello.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the Tide can turn this one. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Philadelphia 76ers facing Milwaukee. Look at Milwaukee. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into the series.
And guys, losing this one would be devastating. For all intents and purposes, this game is a must-win. You really have to treat it like a Game 7.
Exactly. Back on their home court, it's their chance to change the momentum in the series. But you're right, you can't go down 3 games to none and expect to come back and win the series.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Paul George, Okafor out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Young in at the 2 spot. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And the ball
come on, man.
It was last touched by George.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. A baseline J. Okafor grabs the miss. On defense, the Bucks, they look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
And Milwaukee has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Parker drives in. And Monroe kicks to Carter Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Milwaukee on D. Schroeder with the ball. And there's the feed to Okafor. To the paint.
Come on, Dennis.
Passes it to Patterson. And Young kicks to Okafor. He drains it from the right block. Okafor's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Parker outside. Here's the floater. And it's good on the way in. Parker's got his first points of the game.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Okafor kicks it over to Schroeder. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Outside Mayo. He dishes it to Monroe. From 10 feet out. Hits some room on the way in, and the bucket's good. The 76ers lead. Schroeder kicks to Patterson. Picked by Okafor. 76ers moving the ball around. Rebounded by Mayo.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. George against Carter Williams. Here's Schroeder. The shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Carter Williams. Screen by Monroe. Now here's Carter Williams. Monroe right side. Unloads from 13. Buries the jump shot. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's Patterson. And Henson pulls it down.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Patterson against Mayo. Here's Monroe. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Carter Williams. Patrick Patterson picking up that last bucket. And the jam by Craig Monroe.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate.
Now Schroeder. Patterson, the screen. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got his second bucket.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Carter Williams. After the Sixers pick up 2. Here's Henson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Nick Young.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark, that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Oh, come on.
And that one's good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And here's Schroeder. They set the screen to the left wing. All alone. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Patterson's got his second bucket tonight. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now. Looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you, because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And Craig Monroe with the slam.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
76ers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Schroeder kicks to George. Pass to Schroeder. Patterson, the screen. Nick Young on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Carter Williams with it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Good day.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He had the
4 out,
demeanor
1
you
in.
might expect from a coach in his situation. After dropping the first 2 in hostile territory, he recognizes the task they have in front of them. He said, we didn't get it done on the road, and now we have to take care of business at home. Simple as that. Let's see how it plays, guys.
Thanks again, Doris.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep
not
thinking
doubling.
jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And Bayless kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Middleton. Paul George with the steal.
Ah.
Now the 76ers on the break. George with the ball. Here's
Go,
Schroeder.
Dennis.
From outside, off the mark. Bucks trail by 4. And Bayless kicks to Middleton. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Screen by Monroe. Clock at 6. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Schroeder. And the pass to Patterson. Kicks it to Schroeder. He feeds it to Young. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. They get the rebound. It's George on the wing. George double teamed. Patterson dishes to Okafor. Tries to keep it alive. Stolen by Monroe. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Bayless. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Greg Monroe with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Philadelphia. And the 76ers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. George with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Schroeder passes to George. 6 on the shot clock. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And Milwaukee has possession after the Sixers pick up 2.
Good
And
pass.
Greg Monroe with the slam.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Now here's Schroeder. Now Okafor. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Money.
Schroeder's got 6.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Here's Bellinelli, defended by Young. Dishes to Middleton, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. During this break in the action, let's take a look at the NBA's top shooters from the regular season. Second is Jahlil Okafor. In the third spot, Paul George.
Those numbers speak for themselves. I mean, do you think these guys helped their teams make it to the playoffs by shooting that well? You better believe they did. High-quality shooting is always important on playoff teams.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Schroeder kicks to George. Picked by Okafor. George dishes to Okafor. Young passes to Hood.
Get in there.
It's good from long range.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Screen by Monroe. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Screen by Monroe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Monroe. And finally they hit.
He worked.
Monroe's got 14 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively.
Oh, man. I can't guard him.
Yeah.
And that's not a petty or a Manny, folks. That's a facial. That's up right there. This guy is always bringing the noise.
Is there anybody, Greg, in the game that enjoys attacking the basket more?
I'm right there.
Yeah.
Nobody that I can think of. That's part of what makes him go.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And George kicks it over to Schroeder. Puts it up from 12. And 2 free
Supposed to
throws.
keep going to the basket, Paulie.
Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the 76ers making a change here. Boozer's checked in. And he's good on the second. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got his first basket of the night.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Feeds to George.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right,
Yeah,
Kevin?
that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that jump.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
He got it up. And it would have cut. And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college career.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. Antetokounmpo out there with John Henson, and it's Carter Williams in at the 1. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Boozer in the post, defended by Henson. Boozer no luck.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
Here's Mayo, and foul hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Carlos Boozer.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
There's the dish to Hood. Down low, and there's the 3-second violation.
Oh, run a play, man.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Carter Williams against Jones. Carter Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. Now the feed to Carter Williams. Here's the screen. Antetokounmpo up top. A baseline J. Shot by Mayo is no good. The 76ers lead. Young right side. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Carter Williams. Pass to Mayo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parker. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Hood. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here is Carter Williams. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Henson. That's tipped. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Carter Williams. That three off the mark. The 76ers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Jones, no one around him. Pass to Hood. Back to Boozer. Goes back up. He lays it in. Boozer's got his second basket of the game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks your coach
Get out of
And
here.
it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in. 4 on the clock. The Bucks trail. Carter Williams.
No.
Dives for it. And the miss. Not the best shot selection there.
Oh my goodness, that's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Shoots
I
a
didn't even have
three.
that. That's all.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. That free throw, no good. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Jones. No luck that time either. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Parker's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Carter Williams against Patterson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Patterson.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And so he hits both. Bucks trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Carter Williams, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Young with no one around. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Carter Williams kicks to Mayo. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Schroeder with the ball. He has 6. Here's Okafor. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got the lead back up to 5 now for the 76ers. Schroeder's gone 4 of 7 from the field here. Now here's Carter Williams. An easy layup after coming off the pit.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Now here's Schroeder. Carter Williams covering. Now Schroeder. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. The pass to Okafor. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good. George is checked in for Philadelphia. Both free throws good from Okafor. Bucks trail by 5. There's the pick. Carter Williams dishes to Antetokounmpo. No good off the pick.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
George, no good.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
Carter Williams, the pass to Parker. George with the defensive effort.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And it's George again missing. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Carter Williams with the bucket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The 76ers leading by 3. And here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Patterson, the screen. Up off the screen, and it's George finishing it off.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for John Henson. Chris Middleton comes in for Parker. Bellinelli, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And George kicks it over to Schroeder. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it's the Bucks on the break. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Bucks have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And some changes here for the 76ers. Miller's checked in for Patterson, and Hood subbed in for Nick Young. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Philadelphia leading by 4. Kicks it to Miller. He feeds it to Hood. Dishes it to Okafor. Just 5 to shoot. Miller with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Miller's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bayless. They set the screen. Here's Bellinelli. Feeds it to Bayless. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Hood dishes to Okafor. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Monroe. Bucks trail by 7. Bayless the pass to Antetokounmpo. Paul George with the steal. Fast break, Philadelphia.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going, but they wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Hood gets the bucket.
It's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And Bellinelli kicks to Monroe. That is good. Monroe's got 22 points.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding. Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
The first free throw is good.
Well, how about Paul George in this 10 points? And he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Bellinelli. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And how about a little bit bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
George against Antetokounmpo. Over to the left wing. Good. The shot's good on the assist by George. Hood's got 6 here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Now Bayless. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo, and that is good. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Shooter passes to Miller. Here's Okafor. The dish to Hood. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Let's look back in the regular season for a moment and bring up a list of the best three-point shooting small forwards in basketball. Second is Paul George.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three.
Parker's checked in for Antetokounmpo.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
The 76ers leading by 5. Shooter kicks to Miller. There's the pick. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
76ers ball.
And so here is Philadelphia. Hood dishes to Okafor. Shot clock at 6. And here's Miller outside. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bellinelli. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Bellinelli kicks to Monroe. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Then a big game for Monroe. 22 points and 2 steals. Just a terrific performance here in the first half.
And right from the start, you know, he has not held anything back.
Second free throw, no good. The 76ers lead it to the inside. Stolen. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. And Bayless kicks to Bellinelli. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Miller, that's for 2. Nice shot from the wing. Miller's got his second bucket tonight. 8 seconds left in the first half. And Bayless kicks to Monroe. And we're through the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is such a pleasure here in the post taking a look at the 76ers. They have taken care of business in the first 2 games, but they... All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. And you know, Greg Monroe has been really making it happen, guys.
And you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And Greg, here in the second, the stakes are raised even higher. So he's going to have to continue to give them someone to lean on.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Okafor, Hood out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Miller, and it's George in at the 4 slot. The Bucks have gone 6 of 11 from the line tonight.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Greg Monroe.
That free throw missing. Patterson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Young comes in for Hood. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. There's the lob to the hoop. Young's shot is off.
That was almost a highlight reel play, but they couldn't quite sync up.
Mayo kicks to Parker. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
George with the screen on Carter Williams. Her passes to George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. George against Parker. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Bucks trail by 8. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Count the bucket. Parker's got 9 points.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Schroeder with the ball. 10 points for him. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really an extraordinary game for Okafor. He has 8 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Both free throws good from Okafor. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And the rejection by Monroe. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
Come on, man.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. On the wing, George. Covered by Parker. Here's Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Close him out, PJ.
George has got 5 assists tonight.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. He also communicated to his players that he wants to see them consistently feeding the ball into the low post to get their bigs some easy looks. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. The feed now to Okafor. Young from outside. Shot is no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Parker kicks to Mayo. Henson sets a screen for Carter Williams. Lands
come on.
in front of the rim and drops. Carter Williams has got 8 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Okafor with the screen on Carter Williams. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Money.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Passes it to Monroe. And it's Parker in the corner. "14 feet away." Another miss by Parker.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
George against Parker. Parker with the steal. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go.
Looking at
That's
the
my
game for
fault.
Parker, he has 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Nothing.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Greg Monroe. The 76ers leading by 10. Now here is George. He's got 13. Here kicks to George. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And Antetokounmpo screws it in.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flow.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
He dishes it to Mayo. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Okafor. Miller comes in for Patrick Patterson. Rodney Hood's checked in for Young. And Jones subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And so it's Milwaukee now. It's a 10-point game. Mayo misfires after coming off the pick.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but
Ooh, he's about to
well executed play.
do him
I would
dirty.
be surprised to see them go back to it.
Carter Williams, the pass to Henson. And 2 free throws coming up.
Fine.
As he misses that
Ah,
one.
PJ,
Drawing the
you got
whistle,
4,
a lot of
baby.
contact there. That one on George. And a
Got
moment
sent
here
to
to
the
take a look at
fourth
the
now.
scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Patterson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And here's Jones. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Boozer.
It's a bad shot.
Rebound by the Bucks. Parker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Carter Williams. Henson sets a screen for Carter Williams. There's the pick. Parker dishes to Antetokounmpo. Looking for Henson. He gets it there. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. The 76ers leading by 7. Outside, Jones. To the left wing. Pass to Patterson. It's tipped. Pocket 4. Boozer goes in. Another shot. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. For Milwaukee, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Carter Williams, and there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. That is good. And now it's only a 5-point 76ers lead. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Jones kicks to Patterson. Kicks it out to Jones. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Bucks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Mayo. It's deflected. Boozer against Antetokounmpo. Kicks it to Miller. One-on-one fast break. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down. Now it's just 3 on the bucket from Carter Williams. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
But they recover it. Miller, no luck.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Here's Hood.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slim Cam.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Carter Williams against Jones. To the middle, Patterson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bellinelli comes in for O.J. Mayo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Here is Bayless, defended by Jones. Middleton on the wing for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Hood's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the dunk by Boozer.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Miller with the double team. Poke loose. 5 to shoot. Here's Hood, defended by Middleton. Miller outside. Back to Boozer. Fades and shoots. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead. Here is Bayless, defended by Jones. Dishes to Parker. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Jabari Parker.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Outside, Jones. Screen by Boozer. Jones drives in, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Greg Monroe, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Okafor's checked in. Here is Bayless, defended by Jones. Bellinelli passes to Bayless. Offline with his 3.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Jones dishes to Hood. Picked his pocket.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Screen by Monroe. Bellinelli. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Hoosier's got his third rebound on the night. Here's Hood. Misses the three. Here's Bellinelli. He has 7. And Bayless kicks to Monroe. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
Get them out of here.
Here's Bellinelli. And good. As it just
he's Kobe now,
down through the net. The third quarter comes to a close. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Bucks trail by 8. Monroe is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Mayo. And it's Middleton at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams. And it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Jones, no luck.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Middleton outside. 11 feet away. Hoosier with the rebound.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Jones gets to Okafor. Young, right side.
Wrong
and
button.
so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Shot clock at 6. Young against Mayo. A 3-ball.
And he really seems to just have lost his touch at halftime.
Young's shot is off. Carter-Williams, the pass to Monroe. And Jones over to help. Fires for 3. Knocked loose.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Young outside. He feeds it to Okafor. Here's McDaniels. Carter-Williams covering. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Jones. Picked by Okafor. Now Young. Feeds it to McDaniels. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Here's McDaniels. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
So KJ.
It goes on Chris Middleton.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in. Mayo dishing to Carter-Williams. Looking for Henson. He gets it there. Misses from short range.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
That shit out.
That defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving out.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And the 76ers making a change here. Schroeder's checked in, and he sinks the second. Philadelphia leading by 7. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Okafor. Stolen by Henson. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. And it's Henson atop the key. A good look from Carter-Williams. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. 76ers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Look at what Schroeder has done so far. He's got 10 points and 8 dimes.
That's good from Schroeder. And the 76ers with some changes. Patterson comes in for Boozer, and it's George in for KJ McDaniels. Good on both. Bucks trail by 7. Carter Williams with it. To the middle, deflects the pass. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. 5 on the clock. Here's Henson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Philadelphia leading by 7. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Schroeder kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. The dish to Patterson. Nick Young on the wing. The 76ers with another miss.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Carter Williams, the pass to Henson. Back to Carter Williams, expanding his range. Henson dishes to Antetokounmpo. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mayo against Young. Off the screen, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Antetokounmpo against George. Offensive rebound. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it. He's definitely shaken up. They're using the timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
And the 76ers call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Thanks, Doris.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
Goes up off the pick. Opsley's off the pick and hammers it home.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Henson sets a screen for Carter Williams. Mayo, and that's for 2. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. 8 points for O.J. Mayo. The 76ers leading by 5. Now, here's George. He kicks to Young. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The feed now to Carter Williams. And it's Monroe at the elbow. From about 16, and there the Bucks with another bucket. And here's Schroeder. Passes to Okafor. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Here's Monroe, and it's sent back by George. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The Bucks making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Carter Williams with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. That's good. 10 points for O.J. Mayo.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
And George kicks to Patterson. Back to George. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
It's Parker with the drive. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
8 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
Okafor, the pass to Schroeder, and he gets it to go. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Park down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Patterson. The 76ers leading by 5. Schroeder kicks to George. To the middle, puts up the baby hook, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. Rodney Hood's checked in for Philadelphia. No free throws good for Okafor. Milwaukee has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Parker. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Parker's got 11 points here in just the second half. Now George. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
And now the 76ers on the break. It's tipped. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Safe chance. That's all right.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Bucks trail by 7. Carter Williams with it. He dishes it to Henson.
No.
Carter Williams with the bucket. Carter Williams has got 20.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Schroeder kicks to Okafor. Pass to Schroeder. Monroe on the double team. Shot clock at 6. They grabbed their own miss. Okafor. And
let's go, Ja. Way to work, boy.
Free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 6. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. 1:58 left in the game. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds.
Put the kids to bed.
And that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
And thank you, Doris. It's stolen by Schroeder for the finish.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Carter Williams, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
It's been a strong game for Carter Williams. He has 20 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first. Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the 76ers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for George. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Shot clock at 5. Shot on the wing. And that one comes up a bit short. On offense, here are the Bucks. They trail by 9 points. And Okafor with the block. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
On the wing, George. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present Paul George.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy.
And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA playoff.